As good people from all around the world mourn the loss of the Justice League, the forces of evil have seized the opportunity to wreak havoc in a world without its heroes. And leading the charge is none other than superpowered Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke. Will the Titans be able to stop Deathstroke, or will the Titans become terminated? DarkCrisis issue number 2 picks up exactly where the previous issue last ended, with Deathstroke leading an all-out assault against Titans Academy. Now I gotta be honest, this issue was dope. Like I said in my DarkCrisis issue 1 video, the assault on Titans Academy to me felt a lot like the Battle of Helm's Deep, except with superheroes, the heroes being the Rohirrim and Slade's army the Uruk-hai. What JoshuaWilliamson does to great effect is by making the army of villains scary. Other than Deathstroke, a lot of these villains are C to D list villains. None of these guys are in any ways intimidating or equal to villains such as Darkseid or the Joker. But despite that, Williamson uses the villains basically as an overwhelming force for a young and inexperienced heroes to face. And much like Helm's Deep, because the good guys are so desperate, they're drafting children and the wounded to defend their stronghold. And because of that, the tension in this comic is great, and the goal of victory seems to be nothing more than a wish. Williamson also manages to progress the story forward, introducing many plot points that will most definitely be the center of attention for future issues of DarkCrisis. For example, we have Black Adam, who straight up tells John that he's going to train his new Justice League team so that they can be ready for anything. From a story view, that's a pretty cool idea, and if I'm going to be honest, it's a better role for characters like Black Adam to play rather than just be your typical basic member of the Justice League. To me, I'm sort of getting vibes from Iron Man and Spider-Man's relationship in the MCU, Tony being the teacher and Parker the apprentice, yet Peter has the chance to be a better hero and a better person than Tony Stark. That's the vibe I'm getting with Black Adam training the League, so hopefully that's exactly what Williamson is planning to do. When it comes to the book's art, DanielSampere continues to kick ass and take many names in this issue. Legit, this man is brilliant, folks. Every panel and our scene showcasing the brutality and the desperateness of needing to win between Nightwing and Deathstroke was badass. Sampere's bold art makes every page hit with conviction, and it's able to capture the sense of oh shit, along with the feeling that all hope is lost. Yet when things happen, like when John Kent shows up, his S glimmering across the panel as he takes a bullet from Nightwing, it's fantastic stuff. And the colors, they bring hope to the story, which is masterfully done by colorist Sanchez. When we see the Green Lantern Corps arrive to take the fight to Pariah, it was majestic to see, and it was just simply beautiful. The bright and the sun dipping hues mixed with the Corps and their Green Lantern suits was really sexy, and it makes me want a Green Lantern book effective immediately. Overall, DarkCrisis issue number 2 continues the theme that heroes like Batman and Superman and Nightwing are heroes who will never be replaced. Williamson is sure to set the players on the board, and everything from Pariah to the New Justice League to the Green Lantern Corps are shown to be progressing their stories. Add that with some badass action, I cannot wait for issue number 3. DarkCrisis issue number 2 gets a sexy 9.5 out of 10. Our story begins with a flashback, where we see the home planet Pariah just moments before its destruction, while simultaneously we are given some narration, a reminder as to why Pariah is doing what he's doing. Basically, it's your typical villainous monologue. If Pariah destroys Earth Zero, then the Great Darkness will bring back his world, so that he can feel whole again. And as you see the madman tinker around with his crisis machine, he promises us that another crisis will come, and once it does, that's when him and his army of darkness will bring Earth's heroes to their knees. From there, my beautiful friends, we pick up at Titan's Tower, where in the last issue, the secret society under Deathstroke's command launched a full-scale assault on the base. And from what we saw previously inside, a bomb went off, causing fires and destruction to follow, and seemingly the blast had killed Nightwing, but it didn't, as we see a few of the Titan's students dragging a wounded Nightwing across the hallway. Now, luckily, Dick is able to get back up, but it's quite obvious that he is in no condition to fight or defend the tower. But regardless, Dick Grayson is determined. He is willing to stand and fight. However, the villains have the upper hand, as they begin to attack Dick and various heroes. Now, Dick is able to defend himself, but the other students are not so lucky, as we see them getting taken away. And so of course Dick pursues them, but that's exactly what the bad guys want. More specifically, that's what Slade Wilson, King Deathstroke, wants. He wants Dick to be in the open, so that he can kill him. And because the Justice League are dead, now is the perfect time for Slade Wilson to finally commit to what he's always desired, to kill Dick Grayson. And while the heroes are getting captured by Slade's army, Slade informs Dick that nearly every single hero across the planet are being targeted by his army, and he even shows the hero as to what he's done to Beast Boy, where in the last issue, Beast Boy was insinuated to have been shot in the head. Well, that appears to be the case, but according to Slade, Beast Boy will live, yet he will have one heck of a scar when he finally awakens, and that's when Dick unleashes hell upon Deathstroke. For this is where we get ourselves a rematch, a fight of the century moment, a round of Mortal Kombat between Dick Grayson's Nightwing and Slade Wilson's Deathstroke. Now some of the villains, like Black Spider, are like, "What the hell are you doing, Slade? This wasn't part of the plan." But Slade tells him to sit down and that he doesn't give a damn, because right now he wants everyone to watch. He wants everyone to see who is better. Thus we get ourselves some grueling action, panels upon panels showcasing the battle for the DC Universe, the battle between Nightwing and Deathstroke. And let me tell you something, folks, this is brutal, but amazing at the same time. Now eventually it seems that Nightwing is winning the fight, but that's when Dick decides to sacrifice himself to save everyone from getting killed. Because let's face it, Deathstroke is here because of Nightwing. He doesn't give a crap about the other heroes, because at the end of the day, Nightwing is the golden prize. He's the golden child, and because of that, Dick surrenders himself. He allows Slade to kill him as an offering to save the others. But once Slade fires his staff gun towards Nightwing, the day is saved, because that's when right in that moment, John Kent's Superman literally steps in the way with the bullet bouncing off of him like it was nothing. And with John now entering the fight, the odds are now even. But wait just 1 second, because that's when Slade calls down his backup plan, his ace in the hole, in case John were to show up. Thus we have the arrival of Cyborg Superman, and this guy is ready to murder. And alas, round 2 begins, as the forces of DC's heroes and Slade's secret society clash. And this fight is intense. We have Cyborg Superman taking on John Kent, while Nightwing and the Titans begin to evacuate the students from the burning tower. Suddenly, this is when we see Slade shown to be having a headache. But this is no ordinary headache that one can heal with 2 aspirins. This is where we see Pariah, who's mentally communicating with Slade, because apparently the Great Darkness, it wants Slade to spare the superheroes, because the darkness needs them for its overall plan. And so Pariah tells Slade to remember his mission, that being to sow chaos across Earth Zero and to create a crisis. Meanwhile, Dick doesn't know what to make of the situation, but that's when Slade suddenly snaps out of whatever is happening to him, and he tells our hero that it's his lucky day. Thus, Deathstroke orders Warp to open up some portals for his army to escape through, and with that, the battle is over. Yet Slade is sure to ensure Grayson that this is only the beginning. Meanwhile, up in the sky, we have John Kent still battling out with Cyborg Superman, but eventually John is able to overpower the villain and sends him crashing down through Titan's tower, to which we see Victor Stone's Cyborg stomping out Cyborg Superman, claiming he brings a bad name to cyborgs. Now once the heroes are beginning to collect themselves from the fight, with the sun now beginning to shine, we're basically shown that this wasn't really a victory. People are suffering. Many have been killed and wounded, and because things are so dire, we see a few of the Titans students quit because they don't want to die. So yeah, morale is pretty low at the moment. And to make things worse, that's when Black Adam shows up, claiming that he was right about John Kent, because Black Adam knew that despite John wanting to bring back the Justice League, at the end of the day, he wasn't ready. He wasn't prepared to lead. And he even goes on to say that he was wrong about Nightwing, because what happened here, the blame for this tragedy definitely falls at his feet. However, Black Adam isn't here just to prove how right he was or how disappointed he is, because he also tells the heroes that Deathstroke's forces have also laid siege to his home country of Kahndaq. So whether he wants to admit it or not, Black Adam is now involved. But not only that, Black Adam is now willing to take up a leadership role. Black Adam will now lead the Justice League, and by doing so, he will show the heroes on how to be the protectors that they've always should have been. Ooh, goosebumps. Meanwhile, up in space, we have ourselves a powerless Kyle Rayner, who is shown to be fighting his way out of an alien prison ship. So yeah, it's essentially Kyle just being Kyle. But once he reaches the spacecraft's hangar, this is where he is met by Hal Jordan and Joe Mullen, who have come to rescue him. And after some hugging and some introductions, this being the first time Kyle and Joe have met, along with being given a new power ring, Hal informs Kyle on what's happened on Earth. That being Justice League are dead. However, a plan has already been hatched in order to fix the situation. While Wally and the other speedsters are currently trying to find Barry Allen, hoping that Barry will be the key to resolving all this craziness, the three of them will search all across space to find the people who are responsible. But it won't just be the three of them. Hells no. Because outside the prison ship, we have the entire Green Lantern Corps, whom are all suited up and are ready to report for duty. And that, folks, was the end of DarkCrisis, issue number 2. And thank you guys for checking out my video, as it truly means the world to me. And as always, I'm your majestic sayer over at SuperCliff, and if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll never miss out on an upload, and so you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for issue number 3? Let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace. Giggity goo.